It's a time of preparation and anticipation and Stanley Cup dreams. There's heartache and joy. There's pain, but also promise. And for some, there is celebration. When a pizza maker turns into a handicapper, it's family. It's the Ice People. It's the NHL 2025 season. It's Ice Gone. And most importantly, it's goals. 300 Seconds with Mr. Ice.
Welcome. 300 Seconds with Mr. Ice. I'm glad to be back here today. I'd love to have this show all week. Love to have it every day this week, but it's got to start tonight. Tonight is a big night for the Ice People. We need to bounce back. It's been a slippery slope. If you watched a couple of the games last night, Dallas had a nice 6-goal first period. Those are the games that we wish we were on. You also had a backdoor cover with Carolina Vegas. Crazy over cover. Another one we would have liked to have been on. But I actually was watching the Colorado game, and the pace of play was, in my opinion, I watched about almost 2 periods and then I went to bed. But that looked like that sucker was going over the whole time. I woke up this morning, 2-2 final. Just good goaltending, a lot of shots, a lot of high chances I saw, but it seemed like a game that we would have been on. But I feel pretty good. I'm starting to see some trends. You know, the big thing that I got to get out of my head is where we had a ton of success for 3 years in a row is teams. I like to parlay on teams. I like to, for instance, like a Carolina, we'd play them 3 or 4 nights in a row. Maybe they're 3-1 in overs. I just can't get that. I actually have to change some of my teams because even though the teams from the last few years, they're different. They're different this year. You got Winnipeg, you've got like Carolina, you got the Capitals, who are the most boring no-goal team for the last 3 years. All of a sudden, exciting, goal-scoring team that we're going to have to get on. And that's what I'm going to try to really focus on going forward is the past of the past. This is changing this year. So anyway, PJ, what do we got for questions?
Big Tone here. Listen, I got a question for you. As a casual hockey fan, love the sport, but as a casual fan, who's the one team I should be betting against every game? Like, how people in baseball, they bet against the White Sox every game or they bet against Oakland every game. Who's that team in hockey? Who should I be betting against or who should I be betting on every time? That's my question. Who should we be betting against every single game?
Betting against the NHL, that's a tough thing because nobody's usually like, the odds reflect on on who to bet and who not to bet. But who's a sneaky team? Not a sneaky team, but New Jersey. I feel like this regular season they're going to have a lot of wins, a lot of regular season wins. They're hyped. They can score. That first line is as good as anybody. Multiple goals. So I think in the way a new coach, I think this system they took from Toronto, he's letting those goal scorers do their thing. But also they've been playing better defense too. Maybe it has to do with Markstrom, the goalie. I love Big Tone, by the way. But so I would say New Jersey. But I think the problem is Vegas is pretty sharp reflecting these lines. They move pretty quickly.
Listen. One question for you, Ice. What teams are you staying off of for overs? I know it's still kind of early, but which teams are you staying off of?
Yes.
Yeah, I was talking to PJ before the show. Nashville, man, I was dead wrong with them. I thought they were going to be scoring a bunch of goals. They've got me a bunch. And I was looking at that game last night, too. I would have been Nashville. I know for sure Nashville, although I can't get them out of my head sometimes. But, yeah, Nashville's a play, or I play against.
Is it just me, or are we not scoring enough power play goals this season? Let's go today, Mr. Ice. Prove them wrong.
I agree. Our power play has been We're talking low single digits. Low single digits. We need to get power play goals. We need to get empty net goals. We need to get bank shot goals, tip goals off a guy's head, any which way. We need to start scoring some goals. You remember, like last year, we'd ricochet off the side of the wall. The goalie would be out of the net, and it banked in. We need something like that tonight. We just need 7 goals tonight. That's all. PJ, let's hit it.
Listen, I got one play. I got one huge play. I got Florida over 6.5. Florida over 6.5. Let's go.